Alright, hello and welcome to another Warframe builds video. This time, it's about Valkyr, who has a lot of uses and is just generally a great Warframe. Her power set, since being slightly tweaked to allow more variety in your melee weapon, is now just excellent all around. And the tweaks to like having a toggle and things like that have all just been fantastic. So I'm going to show off two different builds for Valkyr, and they're both for different things. It depends on what you want. So this first build, and this is the build I'll probably be playing it as in the test, this is some tankiness with the like strength and duration and efficiency kind of on the side. This one is... This isn't for going endless. This is for just like general mission running, because if you don't have energy, you're still like incredibly hard to kill, and being like, if they start to try and kill you, you have a shitload of armor, like your effective health is hilariously high, and you have rage, so you just get energy back so you can start using your powers again. And that's kind of what this build is for. This is very general. This is a good raid build, totally usable in the raid if you were to bring Valkyr there, which she's not fantastic for. Steel Charge is an easy insert on this, plus 60% melee damage, works with her ult. It's amazing, not much else to be said there. And then you've got just Streamline, Prime Continuity, Transient Fortitude, and the reason for that is because I think this is either at or just almost at max efficiency for her ult toggle, because 30% efficiency combined with the efficiency I'm getting from duration, you can stay in your 4 for a long time. And then because your duration is so long, hitting your 2 costs a little bit more energy than it would at max efficiency, but is still worth using. So that's the first build. Second build, this is the build that is for going endless. So this build, it may not be perfect, because it's the build that I choose for going endless. I like the strength and like the efficiency, having enough energy with flow. Obviously replace that with prime flow if you have it maxed or something like that. Definitely an improvement, probably going to need a forma for that. But basically, because when you're going endless, you can never leave your 4 or else you will instantly vaporize. It doesn't matter if you have health or armor. So you are always staying in your 4. And I have added strength to make it easier later on. The duration is a little less, but that doesn't matter because it's at max efficiency. This is pretty much what I would always run for an endless. I'm sure there is a slightly tweaked, maybe a little bit better build. Obviously, like a maxed out Transient Fortitude would probably be a huge plus there. Regardless, it's still fantastic. And I've gone, wait, how long did I go? It was like a 2-hour by myself on like T4 survival. I think that sounds right. It was like 2 hours. I did some solo, it was like 2 hours long. Maybe a little bit longer. I might have gone like 2:15 or something with this build. So it's very usable. You can definitely kill a lot of fucking people with this. But this is my general, just kind of safe build, as you'll be able to take a lot of damage. And I'll be playing as this one for the test. Regardless, the way that Valkyr works also includes a melee weapon, so I'm going to show off my melee builds. So, this is the melee build that I'm usually using for Valkyr. I use the Dragon Ikana as kind of my weapon that goes with frames that need melee mods to help their skills out. Atlas, Valkyr, Excalibur, because the Dragon Ikana has really good polarities, and I like it just normally, so it works out great. I like just using it normally, so it has enough spots where I can put tons of mods that I want. So the difference between my general build, which is this, which includes Life Strike, is that Valkyr doesn't need Life Strike because her 4 actually regenerates her health. And that's very important because it means that it opens you up for Primed Reach, which Primed Reach is probably the absolute best mod you can put on Valkyr. I am 3 away from max, which is a decent amount of range, and it is still absolutely phenomenal. Adding as much range as you can possibly get on her claws, gives you a huge upper hand, and that you can actually pop nullifier bubbles with her claws, which is made about 1,000,000% easier with Prime Breach installed. So I will probably show that off a little bit as well. But let's just get to the test. This is going to be probably a very short test, so I will probably do a couple of them. Alright, so here we are in the simulacrum. So I will say immediately, this Valkyr is one of the frames that doesn't really need a weapon to back her up, because the weapon is backing her up when she's using her powers just inherently, because your weapon feeds directly into your claws, which you will be trying to use as much as possible. So, yeah. Yep. Yeah, this is this is kind of a trivial test for Valkyr, actually. So I might ramp this up higher after this, because this is not gonna last long. Whoop. I'll die already. There we go. You're still alive? Get down. Oh, I didn't do it. Oh well. Oh, there you are. Is that everybody? Should be everyone? I believe that's everyone. Alright. Yeah, that is not really a challenge for Valkyr. So let's ramp this up. Let's adding more bombards doesn't really add any difficulty. Let's do like 3 of these guys. These guys can take way more of a punch, I think. Actually, no, we'll still do 2 of these guys. That's fine. We'll add in like 2 nullifiers. Who else? What else should we add? Huh. Any other tougher enemies we could add in? Are the Juggernaut scanned, and can they be spawned in here? I don't have the Juggernaut scan. That's unfortunate. I need to get more scans. No, I guess I'm just gonna add more. I'm gonna do Exami then. Do like 3 of these ones. Let's finish out the rest with all these. All right. This is a setup that is impossible for some Warframes. Well, not impossible for some Warframes. Impossible for Warframes that aren't using specific weaponry. So yeah, let's just do this. Probably not even going to be a big deal. I will say I have not had practice popping these bubbles in a while. Oh, they are not sticking with the nullifiers. They just do not care. Well, if you guys don't stick with the nullifiers, I have bad news. That's much easier since I've upgraded my primed reach a little bit. I used to have to get a lot closer than that, but it's very effective. Shing, 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 shing. Man, this is terrifying. Alright. Yeah. So those are much tougher. I wonder what the max... I wonder if I can instant kill... like level 100 ones. I probably can. I'm actually just curious. Let's do 3 of them. There we go. Hello. Up, do your little... There we go. Instant kill? Yep. 471k. Do the back one for good measure. Oh, 473k. Yeah. So that's Valkyr. Also, the reason I'm holding the Hikau Prime, this was like just in case I somehow fucked up and brought like the wrong build for the nullifiers. She doesn't really need these. This is the good long-range way to take out nullifiers that are maybe like huddled around one of your friend's bodies, though. Yep, good for that. Whenever enemies aren't crazy level. But yeah, Valkyr is an amazing frame that scales really hard, and she's super defensive, and it's just a fun time to play as her. In low-level content, there are better frames that you could be playing probably. Low level, she's meant for some tough shit. She's meant for fighting some stuff that she shouldn't really be able to take care of. Well, not that she shouldn't be able to take care of, but like, that normally requires more caution. Yeah, there you go. Normally would require more caution from a frame like, say, like Frost. But yeah, it's a damn good time being Valkyr.